Dakota today. Well, when you need to restart yourself financially, the Smart With My Money site provides helpful articles on budgeting, steps to take when you start over, and how to structure payment schedules for loans and credit cards, and so much more. Tom Beadle is joining us to break all this down for us. Good morning.
Good morning, Sophia.
Yes, we appreciate your time this morning.
Yeah, anytime.
Yes, I'm excited to learn a little bit from you. So tell me, I know a lot of people feel overwhelmed after a financial setback. What's the first step that someone should take to begin kind of rebuilding?
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing that you should do. If you stub your toe, just pause, take a deep breath, close your eyes for a second, and kind of recenter. And when it comes to your finances, I mean that's crucial. You need to take control and say, okay. A storm's blowing outside. It's a rainy day now. Let's take a deep breath and relax first, and then you can kind of see where your situation is.
Okay, definitely very important. So you mentioned assessing your current financial situation. What are some 4 key questions that people should know?
So it really comes down to understanding what's coming in, what's going out. So you want to first take a look and say, okay, what do I have saved up? Do I have a rainy day account saved up? Do I have a jar set aside where I've been putting all my loose change and got a little stocked away just in case the furnace goes out or whatever. And then understand, okay, I know my assets. Now what are my liabilities? What do I owe? How much, what's the debt we're dealing with? What am I going to have to deal with? And then take a look at, okay, what can I bank on coming in? What do I have for income coming in? And what do I have for my monthly expenses? What are the expenses that I have that I'm going to deal with? And then once you kind of analyze those 4 areas, then you can come up with a plan for how to address, how to get yourself back above water.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so I know that debt repayment can feel daunting for a lot of folks. What practical tips do you recommend for prioritizing and then managing that debt?
Yeah, and it can snowball quickly. And so it doesn't take much before it can start feeling like you're underwater and out of control. And so the tips that we have at smartwithmymoney.nd.gov, we've got a lot of information out there that's curated from a lot of the top sources to help you with managing that stress. And so, really it starts with attacking your top interest rates. If I've got a 29% interest rate on this credit card and I've got a lot of debt on there, pay that off before you do your 15% one. Because that is going to compound so much faster. And so once you can start hitting those high waterfall ones, those ones that are really going to build up fast out of control, then you can start managing that load. Because if you bring that down, your payments are going to be lower going forward once that's paid off, and then you can kind of snowball from there and go from the high one to keep going down and eventually get yourself back where you're feeling like your feet are under you.
Okay, I see. That definitely is a great tip. And I know that rebuilding credit is also a big challenge. What are some actionable ways that people can improve their credit score?
So your credit score is built on a lot of factors. I mean, it's based on your history. It's based on how much of your revolving line of credit you're utilizing. And so when you can start getting some of that debt paid off, and when you can make sure that you're not missing payments, that you're consistently paying things on time and bringing down that debt load, it's going to exponentially increase that credit score in a pretty short period of time. And so, we understand how critical your credit score is to everything. It not only is going to impact whether you're going to be able to get that apartment or go and get a financing to buy your house. It's going to impact if you're able to take out a loan to pay for college or pay for your child's education. It's going to impact a lot of those areas. And so we want you to get that under control. Start by making your payments on time. Start by bringing that debt load down, in particular on those consumer areas. I mean, it's okay to have the auto loans, to have the home loans. I mean, those are crucial for financing your day-to-day life. But if we can bring credit cards down, if we can bring some of those areas down, it'll have a major impact.
Definitely. So saving money might feel impossible when you're already struggling, like we mentioned. What advice would you give to someone trying to maybe restart their emergency fund?
Yeah, start small. It's just the muscle memory of starting to make some of those initial deposits and putting a little bit away here or there, it starts to add up. Even if you're only able to do $5, $10 a week, and you start setting that aside. There's plenty of companies out there that'll let you automatically round up your loose change when you swipe your credit card. It'll round up to the next dollar and set that aside in an investment account for you, so you can start building that up. a lot of ways to just try to make it simple. But the real key is be consistent with it.
Okay.
And so even if you have to start small, be consistent, get used to it, and eventually you'll be able to start adding a little bit more and a little bit more, and it'll grow rapidly from there.
So how can people shift from feeling deflated to staying motivated with all, if they're facing money troubles?
That's a real challenge. I mean, that's something that is really tough to do, and that's why we say, just you got to calm yourself, got to
Yes.
recenter, and start looking for, where is the brightness? Where is the sunshine coming from again? And so, especially if you're paid off your highest income interest credit card and you get
Yep.
that one taken down, so now that's manageable. That's a win. Celebrate those little wins, and just every little victory. Don't be afraid to celebrate that and honor that, because that'll help motivate you to continue and keep going. And sooner or later, you'll be sitting there and you'll say, hey, I've got a little bit tucked away here and I owe a little bit less over here.
Yeah.
And that's a huge relief.
I love that. So tell me, how does the Smart With My Money website really help people who find themselves in any of these situations?
I mean, it's Smart With My Money is really big about finding out, what is your money personality, and try to cater some stuff to where you are in your situation today. So if you are dealing with those stressors from the credit card, if you're dealing with the stress coming from, I've got a student who's, a year or two away from graduating high school and we need to get ready for college, and what are we going to do there? It helps you kind of understand where you are right now in your life, and kind of helps you shift your mindset to what are the easy wins that we can do to prepare ourselves. And so with customized learning modules that are tailored to where you are at in your life, smartwithmymmoney.nd.gov is all about self-learning and trying to help motivate you and give you that little bit of tips and tricks so you can navigate those waters.
All right, definitely pretty important. So where can we go to find more information?
Absolutely, smartwithmymmoney.nd.gov. So that's where we've got all our information out there. That's where you can go sign up for your free account, get all the information you need so that you can start learning and better your financial situation.
Definitely some great tips. I hope, everyone was taking notes. I definitely was. So we appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Yes, thank you, Thomas. Well, everyone at home, stick around. More North Dakota Today coming up.